EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Brady. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Brady. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Dancing to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line. 318.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Brady's throw there complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy,
touchdown, Eagles! Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Ruggs, 37 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Fournette, a 1st down carry. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Wide, 80. Don't band it. Shadow.
Brady now on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Drops this off to Richard. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Fournette fighting through, and he's brought down.
Leonard Fournette. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Here's Mecole Hardman, and he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, 66.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Returning it, John Ross. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go football and win one for us.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Rodgers' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Beckham. Touchdown, Raiders! Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Check it, reload.
Brady now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And oh, it'll be and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Regular. Easy.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Buying time to his left. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Brady to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now Brady out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's Brady. He hits Adams complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2nd and 8 coming up. A shotgun give to Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Brady got to have this one. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
He's got a man, complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for Philly.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 54. We got to get the ball, D.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Book to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Keep it up, guys.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Rodgers looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Halloween presentation of the on EA.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Brady going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. This is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 38, Brady. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Eagles. Davante Adams. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 2nd down at 4. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Brady. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw again. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Into the red zone, it's Brady. High throw, but he makes the catch. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second down and goal. Brady escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Brady now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now this throw caught left side and able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Brady looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance.
Touchdown! Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin with a run by Fournette. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And Sanders has got it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. In a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone, probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking deep for Adams. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth when the ball...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, it's Brady. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Now with that interception. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Back to throw, Brady. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And right side, they're going to go option here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Brady. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Leonard Fournette. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense